I'm here outside the University Center on Southeast Missouri State University's campus, where just earlier today there was a protest in support of Concerned Student 1950, which is a protest going on at the University of Missouri-Columbia. Dr. Carlos Vargas had some interesting comments to say about what's been going on.
I think it's a good thing that the students feel comfortable coming and expressing their views in a way that is not violent and not disruptive of the institution. And that's what we're supposed to be promoting and encouraging for every kind of student at the university. So I'm happy that they feel comfortable doing that and that they can, this one more avenue in which they can share their views. And we take that as this kind of situation as an opportunity to learn.
Dr. Vargas tells me that the university has a task force of students and faculty that focuses on diversity and inclusion. He says they are talking with the community and coming up with recommendations that will help guide the actions of the university. He also says that the task force is not the only thing that they're doing.
We're interacting with the students, minority students, also LGBT students and others, and we're trying to make sure that we understand what their concerns and their interests are. We talk to not only minority but also majority students. I want to make sure that we promote the respect for everyone at the university. I want to make sure that everyone feels included and that everybody feels that they belong in this institution.
The silent protest today was in support of the Concerned Student 1950 group at the University of Missouri. The protests there stemmed from student complaints from the lack of response school administrators were giving in dealing with racism on campus. These protests led to the resignation of the university system president, Tim Wolf. I spoke with two Southeast students and members of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity, Anthony Crawford and Courier Talton, on their views of the current protests.
It's just rough. I feel like with a lot of the events that's been going on with the past years, and just how us as a race has been kind of just counted down, just with all the situations. It's just kind of rough. Going from like the streets and their problems, and now it's in the school system, and it's at one of the top, schools in Missouri. So it's kind of putting a hinder on like our upcoming people coming from out of high schools and things like this. I feel like that's going to be the biggest problem that it'll have, is just the recognition that Missouri will get, and I guess really the safety of the people that are there.
I mean, kind of outraged by everything that's going on up there, especially in a school environment, an academic environment where people are trying to learn and get that education to become something better, to better themselves. And I feel like you shouldn't be afraid to go to school. Like when it gets to the point where you're fearful to walk to class, or because you're being threatened by people who don't necessarily understand your situation, and a lot of hatred is stimulated out of fear. And I feel like it shouldn't be like that at all. There's no reason for you to fear nor hate us. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to better ourselves and get by just as much as the next person. You know what I'm saying? So
both Crawford and Talton also tell me they are in full support of the Concerned Student protests, and they're glad to see Southeast students come together for a common cause. For the Southeast Arrow, I'm Justin Fisher.